Ladies and gentlemen, a very big welcome back to you, and I hope you're having a fantastic day today, and it's vlog time. So I spent a month in and out of the hospital. Well, not in and out of the hospital, in and out of the day clinic, and a couple hours at the ER. And then I got a bill. And I'm like, why the hell am I getting a bill? I live in Canada. But I got a bill for $130. And I was like, I live in Canada. What am I getting a bill for? And then I remembered that too many people were using the ambulance service as a taxi service. So they started charging people for that. But I didn't get charged for the 4 hours in the ER. I didn't get charged for the half an hour of a doctor slicing me open. I didn't get charged for the 8 bags of antibiotics by IV. I didn't get charged for the IV either. Or the fentanyl. Damn, that was good. Didn't last long, but damn, that stuff was good. Now I see why people are willing to take a risk to overdose on it. Because I felt nothing. And it was awesome. But for that, and in and out of the day clinic every second day to get it done and all that, nothing. Charged nothing. I mean, that bill's going to be gone anyway, because Canada is awesome. It really is. Although the problem with the Canadian medical system is it's overloaded. And basically, if you need to be admitted for something, you're going to be waiting in the ER for a while. Like when my wife had to go in one time, she was actually in the ER for about 3 days because they could not find her a bed. And then the only bed that they could end up finding for her was on the psych ward. And she was in a room that had a locked door and everything. So that was pretty interesting. But, I mean, it's how life goes. Not everything can be happy. But yeah. So I was a little surprised when that turned up. That was a little like, how you doing? But one of the other good things about Canada is, I work full-time. I work 40 hours a week. I make a decent wage. But apparently I still make under what the government says a single parent should be making. And yeah, I work at Xerox, which is a pretty decent company. I'm making a pretty decent wage. And the government gives me a top up every month, just to bring me up to that level where a single father should be. It also helps with, I think I get a little bit of a bonus there because George with his issues. But it was actually funny because when I first started working at Xerox, I was making around the same I am now. I was making a little more because I wasn't paying a bunch of extra stuff they have to pay as a Xerox employee. And I was making almost enough that social assistance wouldn't cover me. But I was making I think it was $4.32 under. So every month they were sending me a check for $4.32. At that point, I think it was a little weird. But, I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And yes, I know my posture is bad before anybody says anything like that. And yes, my room is a mess. I probably should have shut those drawers before I did that. But I just folded laundry and finished cleaning the rest of my house. I still got to clean up my computer desk. My computer desk is half clean right now. I got a whole bunch of stuff from up there moved, and although I do have to dust my router, I gotta get that dusted. But at least it's shiny now, where I wiped it anyway. But yeah, so that was my experience, basically. That's one of the good things about the Canadian health system is basically everything is covered. Unless I think it's unless you hit a certain level, then it's not covered as much. But Medicare will cover most of it. I still like the Australian system better. And growing up in Australia, we had a two-tier system. We had like Medicare, and so what would happen there would be like here, you'd go in, you would give them your card, and everything would be good. You'd get your services. But at the same time, if you needed anything done, you'd be waiting forever. Like I had to get some knee surgery. I had I think it was a little bone chip or something. I was like 14. I had like a little bone chip sitting on my kneecap, and it was like covered in scar tissue. And we had private health insurance because my father was just got out of the army at that point and was just heading into the police when I got that done. But if I'd waited in the public system, it probably would have been like a couple of years to get it done. But where we had private coverage, it was about 3 weeks from seeing the doctor to getting it cut out. And that was going to a doctor, getting it checked, going to a specialist, getting it checked, and then going to the hospital and getting it cut open. So I got a nice little scar on my knee. I also got a nice little scar here. That's why you very rarely see me without a mustache or a beard. But this one was actually interesting. It's about there to there. So if I just cover that, I'd have like a little Hitler thing going. Which I don't think is very appropriate these days. Although I think I might look cute with that. I don't know. But anyway, that one was when I was in school. We volunteered to clean the dumpsters, the big wheelie dumpsters with the handles that you can roll around, and they would basically take us out of a class towards the end of the day, and we'd have to like empty the garbages and then fill them up with soap and rinse them out. And me and my friend one day were just screwing around, and we decided, you know what? What happens if we fill these things with water? And these are like the full size ones. What if we fill these things with water and run at each other really, really fast and ran them together? And that worked fine for like the first couple. And then it was on like the fourth one we did it, and there was so much water and soap there that I slipped. It went down. The lid came open, and it's got that like little rim, that little like lip. Yeah, that went straight through my lip there. Straight through there, out the other side. I kissed a garbage bin. I kissed a wheelie dumpster. That one ended up with like 5 stitches. Nice little scar there. Nice little scar. Stupidity at its finest, but it was fun. Like we were having like the time of our lives until that happened. We really were. It was great. But then that happened, and I mean, when I healed up and went back to doing it, we just didn't do stupid things like that anymore. I mean, I'm cute. I don't have to be smart. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting. And if you like what you see, make sure to like button, hit that subscribe button. Have a good one.